Please welcome our next school to the Corridor Jazz Project virtual stage from Centerpoint-Urbana, Brant Massner.
Glad to be here.
Faith Maue.
Hi.
And Emma Midcalf.
Hey, glad to be here.
Emma, let me start with you. In addition to all the performing that you do in school, both vocal and instrumental, you've also stepped out and participated in some small groups at events like KCCK's Homecoming, where you got to work with some guest artists that you didn't know. What do you learn from working with someone besides your band director?
I had a great time at KCCK's Homecoming. I got to work with Chad Eby and Ariel Pocock, and they were both awesome instrumentalists, and Ariel's a vocalist too. So that was really, really cool to see. And I really enjoyed how they all have different things to say, not just the two of them, but any other clinicians I've had. And I really enjoy hearing different feedback and improving my skills and learning from others. It's just, and also jazz, you get to steal everything from everybody, which is my favorite. So yes, that's a few of my favorite things about doing other events with KCCK or just other events in general.
Not every school was able to, because of COVID precautions, bring in a guest artist, and you all were one school that wasn't able to do that. But in a way, you kind of did, because your chart was written by a native Cedar Rapidian, Bret Zvacek, and I have him on as a special surprise guest to join us. So, Bret Zvacek, I want you to meet Faith. Wave, Faith, so he knows where you are.
Hi.
And Emma.
Emma.
Hi.
And
Hello.
Brant.
Hi.
Hey.
From Centerpoint-Urbana.
Surprise, surprise. Didn't expect to see me here, did you?
No.
Hey, look, I have my KCCK shirt on right here. See? KCCK, okay?
I see that. Thank you.
All
That is
right.
awesome. Brett, you actually have the students at a disadvantage because they have not seen or heard the video yet, but they performed your Bacon Sweet Blues. So I just thought that even though now it's been a few weeks since we did this, that they might enjoy hearing a little bit about the genesis of that tune, and you could tell them a little about it.
Okay. So, guys in the band, did you ever talk about the title? You got any kind of idea whatsoever?
No. We didn't talk about it.
Is it any ideas, any guesses about what the title might be all about? Well, I'll tell you what. Hey, the fan's coming out of your head. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Well,
okay.
here I can let's take a look at it.
Okay, yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
So, so for folks in the band, I'm a fan of word puzzles and spit and things like that, like crosswords, different kinds of word puzzles. This is an anagram, and let me give you a little bit more information. The anagram, the words bacon sweet, happen to be the name of a famous jazz musician. Okay, so here you go. Go. Let's see, I'll give you a couple more hints. It's an older jazz musician who had at least a 50-year career, and he had a band from the mid-1930s to the mid-1980s.
So a band leader.
A band leader, a big band leader.
Count Basie.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yay.
Yay. Okay.
So there you go. There's a little bit about Bacon Sweet Blues that you didn't know. When you wrote the chart, Brett, what were you it is an anagram for Basie. Is it supposed to be Basie-esque? I know when I looked at the title, I thought Basin Street.
Ah, okay.
And that was the thing I thought of, even though it wasn't anything like that.
Hey, I happen to have my horn handy. What do you know? I write music for groups, for bands, or you guys' age, and each tune that I write, I like to kind of get across a general sort of concept. So the idea here was to play like sort of a slow grooving Count Basie kind of bluesy melody, kind of riffy, had a lot of repeats to it, because Count Basie's music used to have a lot of riffs, like things that would repeat over, like that's an old Count Basie tune called 1 O'Clock Jump. Okay, and see, it's got a riff that repeats over and over. So when you play the melody of Bacon Sweet, it's Then you play the exact same thing again. And also just the idea was there's, when you play the piece, you guys did a great job, by the way, of playing it really a nice rhythm and not rushing and playing the figures right. But there's you've had a lot of we have to play a lot of quarter notes like that consecutive with a nice space to them and keep them right in time and not rushing them, things like that. So that's kind of the idea we want to get across in the piece, which you guys did really, really well, by the way.
Not to put Brant on the spot, but I thought he did a pretty good job on his solo on the tune.
Yeah, I remember. And guys, I did see the video, okay? And you guys haven't had a chance to see your video yet. But yeah, I remember the trombone solo was cool because you kind of, you played like you were working off of like it was, I want to know, like 3 or 4 note, kind of not playing a whole bunch of stuff, like you weren't going crazy, like it wasn't anything like that. It was just something kind of locked in and in the groove. And you repeated some nice ideas. It makes it easier for the listener to like follow along. So that was cool. I like the trombone solo and nice sound and everything. Where's the pianist? Are you okay? Let me see. Emma, right?
Yes.
I liked your comping too. You did more, instead of just like sort of playing exactly off the page, like you took some liberties with it. And the idea was for your part, is I gave you like some sample chord voicings that give you the right notes, and then you can kind of do your own thing rhythmically, which I thought you did really nicely. And your whole rhythm section was very good because it's hard to play like kind of a slow groove tune like that and just hold it in one spot for 4 or 5 minutes or however long it was. So anyway, yes, very good. My compliments to you. And just before we go here, before I go along my way here, like Mr. Green said, yeah, I'm originally a graduate from Cedar Rapids Prairie High School. I went to the University of Iowa, and even though I am born and raised near the Cedar Rapids area, and another thing too is the schools around. I've been around, worked with students from lots of different states and lots of different places. And the schools that you have, like in Eastern Iowa, Cedar Rapids area, the jazz band and stuff like that, you guys are totally top notch, just as good as any bands I heard anywhere, any place. And the last thing too is you don't realize what a gift you have here with this amazing jazz radio station, KCCK, right in your backyard. It's a wonderful resource, and it's so cool. I mean, to have the app, you know, I plug my phone into the radio. We listen to you guys. I got Apple CarPlay. Listen to it in the car. It's my go-to, baby.
Bret, thanks a lot. Thank you so much for jumping in and talking with us for just a little bit. And now, as we close, Brant, I'm going to have you introduce the song for us.
Here's the Centerpoint-Urbana Jazz Band
With Bret Zvacek's Bacon Sweet Blues on KCCK's Corridor Jazz Concert.